Welcome. I'm Sophia from Lips to Junkie Forever, and today's video is going to be the 30 products that I would like to use up in 2023. I think it's 30, maybe it's 31, but it's closer to 30 than not. There are at least 2 items that I don't anticipate using up completely, but I would like to make a huge dent into it because I've owned those items for a very long time and they look basically new. But before we get into all of that, please comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know if there are any items that you've had for a while or you have your eyes on finishing up because you just want to get the item incorporated into your makeup routine, your skincare routine, or if you just really want to get your money's worth, which to some degree is what I'm doing here. I'm going to start with skincare and build up from that. I'm going to cover this based on how I apply makeup. So the first item I want to use up is this Sunday Riley Lighthearted Sunscreen. This is broad spectrum SPF 30 and expires July 2023. However, it still has the seal on it. So it's brand spanking new, literally never used, literally never opened. It is 45 milliliters or 1.5 fluid ounces. The reason I really want to concentrate on that is not because I can't use up sunscreen speedily, I can, but not this one. This one is a mineral sunscreen, which means that it tends to leave a lot of white cast on my face. Really don't love that, really don't want that in my life. However, I have this because I want to use it around my eye area. I will be showing you a product that I want to use up that will sensitize that area a little bit more, but requires that I use sunscreen. And as much as I love my chemical sunscreens, I can't really use them around my eyes as much because I'm sensitive to that. So this is going to be its main purpose. I don't think I'll be able to use it on my eye area solely. At some point, I'm probably going to wind up having to put it on my face as well, just to use it up. But I'm willing to do that. At least I have sunscreen to put around my eye area. The next sunscreeny item I want to use up is this Tower 28 Sunny Days Tinted Sunscreen. This one expires in August of 2023. However, this is too light on me. It's too light on me even maybe now, much less in August when I'll be tanned. It isn't new though. It's SPF 30. It isn't new. It's at that point. So I think I should be able to use this up. This should be really nice. Maybe if I put some thought into it, I can actually make this work for me, because I just realized that I will be going to Thailand in March, which means that I will be getting a tan. That tan will go into other tans because by the time I come back, it'll be warmer outside. I'll be wearing less clothing. I'll be wearing more V-cut shirts or dresses, which means that then my face, if I'm wearing this, would not match my body. So I'm going to try to concentrate on using this up before I go to Thailand. It's nice to have a schedule like that. The next item I would like to use up is this Dr. Dennis Gross Triple Correction Eye Serum with advanced retinol and ferulic acid. So I actually bought this last year around this time in the Sephora holiday savings event, and I've used it, but my problem is that I don't use it with regularity, and I'm noticing that there's creping on the eyelids, but also that I'm developing lines right at the edge right here. So I want to concentrate on using it up for 2 reasons. 1, because it costs $69 and I'd like to get my money's worth. And 2, because I would really like to actually stave off those lines if possible. However much it's possible, I'd like to do that. So this is going to be something that I have to concentrate on. I do not know how much is in here. The whole bottle contains 15 ml. Maybe I've used like 2 in the last year. So I would like to concentrate on using this and actually making use of the ingredients in it. I don't know if it has an expiration date. It says 12 months. We're beyond 12 months. So hopefully it's still good, especially since it's in like an airless pump. It should be fine. The next item I would like to use up is this Urban Decay All-Nighter Face Primer. This isn't new. This is definitely something that I've been using and enjoying, but suddenly I started concentrating on other things. This is how much I have left. It's going through that G right here. This is a nice primer. I don't know if I love this more than I love the e.l.f. one. I don't want it to go bad. Does it have a date on it? No, it does not. I don't want it to go bad. I'd like to use it and enjoy it before I purchase other primers. This is supposed to be a gripping primer. It's not quite as gripping as the e.l.f. one. I haven't tried the Milk one, but I would like to use it up, and I think I can. I'm just putting it in here because I would like to concentrate on it. Now that I'm looking at it, the next 4 items are going to be the last face products because everything else, it's a very lip heavy. It's not a project. It's just things I want to incorporate into my makeup. The next item I would like to incorporate into my makeup, I don't necessarily think I'm going to be using up, but I would like to try and concentrate on it. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow in Fair Medium. So this is the full size of it, which means I paid, what was it, $60, $70? I don't remember at this point. This was before she made the mini size, so it's old. I don't love it. I've used it, but I don't love it as of now, mainly because there are other things that I love more. So I'd like to maybe incorporate it into my makeup looks a little bit more frequently to see whether it is something that I can use and enjoy. If I don't finish it by the end of next year, but realize that I love it, I will keep it. If I realize at some point during the year that I don't love it, I will pass it on to someone else. But I'd like to actually make an attempt to use it versus let it languish and grow old in my makeup collection. The next item I would like to use more, though I don't think I will be able to use up because I'm realistic, is this Estee Lauder Heat Wave Highlighter. I know everybody remembers this one. Ooh, that was pretty. I know everybody remembers this one. I bought this and barely used it. I was being so precious with it for so long. I barely use it. I have used it some. I am wearing it today, but I barely use it. So I would like to incorporate this into my makeup looks again. This might be a little bit too bold of a highlighter for what I like these days. However, that doesn't stop me from enjoying it and getting use out of it because it was something that I loved. It works beautifully still. So I think I'm going to try at the very least to use it once to twice a week so that I can use it and enjoy it. If for some reason at some point I realize that it's just not working for me because it is so bold, I'll probably find someone to give this to because I don't want it to, again, languish in my collection, just growing old and unusable when so many people loved it and are looking for it. The next item I would like to use up is this little cute tiny pan, although it's not that small, of this Edward Best All Over Seduction Illuminating or Illuminator in Paradise. This is a pretty pink, it's supposed to be a highlighter, but it works more like a shimmery blush for me, or like even a blush topper. I really enjoyed it. It's very pretty. It is something that I can use on the lips as well, but I prefer it on the as a blush topper or as a cream blush. I think I'll really enjoy this, and I think I can make an actual dent in it. This one was sent to me, but I really loved it when it was sent to me, and it is an expensive product when it was available. Really enjoyed it. That's not why I'm trying to pan it. I'm trying to pan it because I really, really like that shade and how it looks. Again, if at some point I'm not loving it and I realize that I don't enjoy it, I will get rid of it. But I've been using this and incorporating it into my looks recently, and I really loved it. So I decided that I'm going to put it in this list, I guess, because I really want to give myself permission to use this more on a daily basis. The next item I would like to incorporate into my looks is this Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Tint, is it? Lip and Cheek Color in Work. There's 6 grams of product in here, so I think that's full size. I'm not sure at this point anymore. This is what it looks like. Here it is swatched at the very top. It looks like a really beautiful blush, and I'd like to see how I can incorporate it into my looks, whether I actually love the formula or not. There's a ton of product. Oh my god, there's a lot more than I thought. There's a ton of product in here, so I don't expect that I will be using it all up. I just would like to enjoy it. I would like to see whether the formula still works for me because the color seems really beautiful. Now, is this the only blush I'm going to use the whole year? No, it's not, but it is something that I think I can enjoy and at the very least get looks out of it that make me feel like I got to, as I said, enjoy the product. That's really all I'm looking for, to enjoy the products that I own. The next item I would like to use up is this Lash Idole mascara. It's upside down. This Lash Idole mascara from Lancome. I opened this a couple of months ago, but it is still fresh-ish. And I'd like to use it. For some reason, I opened this and then accidentally, on purpose, also opened my favorite Benefit They're Real mascara. So I used that one up, but forgot to use this one. So I'd like to actually put it in here so I actually use it and make myself use it because it's not a cheap mascara and I'd like to enjoy it on my eyelashes. The next item I would like to use up is something that most of us have seen probably, is this Becca liquid highlighter. I can't remember. I think it was Shimmering Perfector in the shade Moonstone. I love this highlighter. I just finished the powder version of it and it is absolutely beautiful. So I'd like to actually put this into my list of items that I'd like to work on. It is new. I haven't opened it. Have I? No, I have not opened it yet. So I'd like to use it up. I might use it either as a highlighter or in the same way that most people now use the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, which I also would like to use up. So these two are the products I would like to use up. Thankfully, I have the Charlotte Tilbury in the small size. This is in the shade Too Fair, but thankfully I have it in the small size because I don't love it. I don't love it. I really don't. I don't really see anything that it does for my skin. Maybe if I don't wear any makeup over this, it looks really pretty. It makes my skin look really pretty, but doesn't do anything else for me. So I would like to use these both in the same fashion, either with no makeup over it or as a base under my makeup, or I could even mix it into my foundations to give like a little bit of a glow, especially those foundations that don't have that kind of glow. I would really enjoy doing that. I'm really excited to do that with these two and get them both out of my collection. The Charlotte Tilbury one, by the way, it's a small size and it costs $15 for this small size, which is a little bit ridiculous in my opinion, though I'm glad that she makes them in the smaller size so I could try it out. Another Charlotte Tilbury product I would like to use up is this Eyes to Mesmerize pot in rose gold. So this is actually very new to my collection. I would say the last 4 months, but I don't love it. I don't love it. It is very expensive and I don't enjoy it very much. I find that it creases on me, which is the main problem. Love the color, not how it creases on me. So I'm going to try and use it to try and figure out how to make it work. This is what it looks like. It's a really beautiful color, but I don't enjoy that it creases on my eyelids. And I think what I'm going to do is mainly concentrate on figuring out how to make these work for me. And by putting this into this list of items I would like to use up or work on, I can at least put it front and center in front of my face to figure that out. Because all this time, this last few months, I actually just put it into a drawer and I didn't see it, but it's a lovely product in the color, in how it applies. I just can't figure out how to make it not crease. So if you know how to make it not crease, tell me, please, please. The next two items I would like to use up are both eyeliners. One of them is a Marc Jacobs highliner. This is in the shade, what is the shade on this? Odyssey. So I love this eyeliner and I love this shade. It's a really beautiful teal, shimmery teal, sea foam shade. It's absolutely stunning, but it's drying out. So I really love it. It's basically brand new. Let me see. Even if I were to go in, yeah. If I were to roll it down, it's basically still at the top. So I've basically not used this and I would like to use this. This is something that I can use most easily in the summer. Hopefully it makes it to summer because these dry out so fast. So fast. But I'm going to try to use this and enjoy it. as much as I can. I might actually take this to Thailand with me because it will be warm there in March and it's only 2 months from now, and I can at least enjoy it while it's still like smooth. It's drying out a little bit. I can already tell it was a little bit harder to make this line. So we'll see how that goes. But I really would like to incorporate it into my looks because I don't want to not enjoy this color that I love so much. The next eyeliner I would like to use up is this Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Whiskey. This is actually what I'm wearing on my waterline right now, and it is this shade right here. It is a moderately cool tone with a hint of warm toned brown. It is absolutely beautiful, so I'd like to use it. I'd like to enjoy it. And while it's still creamy, I have used it a couple of times. This is what it looks like right now, and it's basically brand new. I think I've only sharpened it once. So it's basically brand new, and I'd like to actually get some use out of it and enjoy it because I have a lot of the 24/7 eyeliners from Urban Decay, and they do dry out. So I would like to work on them. I have 2 fragrances I would like to work on, and then the rest of the products are all lip products. So I'm going to mention the fragrances now, and then it's all going to be lip product festival essentially. The first one I'd like to use up, this is a complete use up product, is this Guerlain Aqua Allegoria in Mandarin Basilic. I love this fragrance. I absolutely adore it, but it's like 7 years old. It is very, very old in my collection. I really love it. I've been taking care of it by keeping it in a dark room or dark space so sunlight doesn't hit it. It's certainly not hanging out in my bathroom. So it still smells great. And it is at like the halfway point, I would say. No, it's less than the halfway point. It's like going through the Allegoria word right there. So I'd like to use this, enjoy it. This is something that I can definitely use more in the spring and summer. I might be able to pull it off in the winter as well because it is very citrusy. I love it, and I think even after I use it up, I'm probably going to purchase it again, but I don't want it to go bad. I really don't want it to go bad. Even if I use only half of this over the course of the next year and the rest of it is still usable the following year in 2024, I'll be happy with it because at that point I would have used up like 3/4 of the bottle. But this is a very expensive fragrance, and I'd like to use it because I've had fragrances go bad on me before. The other fragrance I would like to use up is not old in my collection. It's not brand new. It's about 2 years old in my collection, but still it is 2 years old. It is the Jo Malone Wild Bluebell Cologne. I really love this. I really love this scent. It's absolutely beautiful. However, there are 2 issues with it. One, I find that sometimes when I spray it on me, it makes me sneeze. I don't know if it's just the fragrance in there or it's just too strong. So maybe what I'd like to do is use, because I think I used to use 2 to 3 sprays and maybe 1 is enough. I'll see. Also, the other issue with this is that I have a backup. I have a backup of this. I bought this in a Sephora, I think, and then I wound up buying the backup at a CCO. So I'd like to use this up so that I can get into the other one and so that one doesn't go bad. So this is in what ounce? This is in the 1 fluid ounce. It shouldn't be that difficult. The next and last non-lip product I would like to use up is this brow setting gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. There isn't that much left here. I've had this open for a while, but there's still enough product that comes out that I'd like to concentrate on this and use it up. I do love this and how it works, but for some reason I don't reach for it, mainly because I think it's just out of reach or out of sight. So this is one of those products that I would like to put, in front of me so I can use it up. So the rest of my items are all lip products, and there are a lot of them. So I'm going to explain why I put so much in this. It's not a project again, but I guess it is a project because I am trying to concentrate on them. I'm going to show you something that might be a little disgusting. It was disgusting to me when I opened this lipstick, but I have to show you why I want to concentrate on so many lip products. So this is the Pat McGrath lipstick in Obsession. This was my first Pat McGrath purchase. Don't get me wrong, my first Pat McGrath lipstick. I bought it I would say about 5 years ago. So don't get me wrong, fully aware that's a very long time ago. It's definitely something that's old. But I've had lipsticks that are old before and they've never turned so nasty. So I'm going to show it to you, but I'm giving you a warning that if you're squeamish at all, turn your eyes away. Maybe you can just listen, but turn your face away so you don't see it, okay? I'm going to give you a warning before I show it on screen. 1, and I'm going to show it on 3, okay? 1, 2, 3. This is what that lipstick looks like. This is in the shade Obsession, which, if you don't know, is a very bright red. I'm not going to touch this to my skin, but it is nasty, nasty. It's completely covered in this white stuff. I don't know when it developed this white stuff because it was in my collection, and certainly I wasn't about to wear something like this all the time, but nevertheless, I'm going to put this away because it's so nasty. I don't want to look at it either. If you turned your face away, you can look back. You can look back now. I don't want any of my other lipsticks to get to that point. So especially not my Pat McGrath lipsticks, which are expensive. So I'm going to be putting quite a lot of items into this. I guess it's a project, but it's a project to get my use out of these products that I love and enjoy, because I don't want to be applying something on my lips that looks like that or is getting close to looking like that. So I'm going to actually start with my Pat McGrath lipsticks, my other Pat McGrath lipsticks. I will never use the one that I showed you, just in case you're curious. No, that's not going to happen. But I want to show you my Pat McGrath lipsticks that I would like to incorporate into whatever this project is called. The first lipstick I would like to show you is also the Pat McGrath Black Bullet lipstick. It is the Luxe Trance lipstick in Sextrology 404. They no longer make this. I loved this lipstick for a while. This was my perfect nude. And then I put it away because I got so close to the end, realized that they're no longer making it, and then became very precious with it. I don't want to do that anymore. There isn't much left here. I would like to use this up completely. I will not be digging into the product. If you haven't seen my video, I recorded it earlier today. This is my 4th video today. So if you see this eye makeup a lot today, that's why. I recently shared a video on my empties for 2023, the last 6 months of 2023, where there was a lipstick that I really used to love, and I loved it so much that I actually dug the product out of the tube to use it once I used it like flush against the plastic. And then because the delivery method was no longer the same, didn't enjoy it as much, tossed it. So I'm going to not be doing that anymore. I'm not going to dig into any products. This is what the shade looks like. Sorry, they're staining on other parts of my hand, but this is what the shade looks like. It's a very pretty pinky nude, mostly pink than nude, but there isn't much, so I'd like to use it. I think this is going to be an easy product to use up and enjoy to the end. So excited to actually give myself the permission to use it. The next 2 items are the Pat McGrath Blitz Trance lipsticks. The first one I want to show you is Lady Stardust. And this is how much I have left of it. It's another yet pinky nude, I guess. Mostly pink, more nude than pink. It's really beautiful. I think at least it's very beautiful. But let me see if I can show you what it looks like. It's this one right here. It's a little bit more sheer rather than the other ones. Very pretty, the other one. It's very pretty, very easy to use in my opinion. So I think I can use it. I've had this one in my collection for a lot less time than either of the Black Bullet ones that I showed you. I think I purchased this at the beginning of 2020, or like halfway through 2020 when all the sales were happening. So I think overall this one is going to be easier to use, though I don't know if I can use it up. There's quite a lot of lipstick here, and the reason I don't think I can use it up is because I have quite a lot more to show you. But you know what, if I can get even halfway through this, great. So happy with that. So happy with that. The other Pat McGrath lipstick I want to show you is also Bliss Trance, and it is in the shade Skin Sane. I am not, and this is how much I have left of this one. I think these have some shimmer particles in them and are a little bit too chunky almost. But it is this bottom one right here. It's they all seem to be in the same family, I have to say. But this is more of a coral nude, I would say. Also very beautiful, but I have a lot of this. And I think I don't think I can finish it completely. However, I think I can get through maybe like half of it and enjoy it. I don't think, hopefully, this doesn't go as bad as the other one did or as quickly as it did. But I bought this one again also in 2020. So the likelihood that I'll be able to use these and enjoy these over the next year or two is pretty high. I don't think these are going to go bad before next year, but I don't want to rely on that. I want to use it. So that's what I'm doing. The next lipstick I would like to use up is this Urban Decay one. Do you remember these? These are the Vice lipsticks. And this is in the shade Naked, and this is all I have left. Again, being precious with it for some odd reason, mainly because I think they don't make this one anymore. At least they don't make this formula. Yet again, another pinky nude. Really love this. I think that this one and the first Pat McGrath one in Sextrology that I showed you will be the easiest for me to use. I really am looking forward to using these up and enjoying them because, again, at least one of these I can't buy again. The other one I can't buy in the specific formula, so I'd like to enjoy it. The next three products are all luxury lipsticks. The first one is the Chanel Rouge Coco Shine in 79 Saga, and this is what this looks like. Let me swatch it. It's a very nice shiny pinky shade. It's not really nude, it's just pinky, and I have quite a lot of it left still. This is going to be something that will take a bit of time to use. However, it is very easy to use and I'm really going to enjoy the living daylights out of it. I have used it quite a lot. I mean, you can see into it, but I haven't used enough of it, and I really don't want this to go bad. They don't even make this one anymore. So I really want to use it and enjoy it. The next Chanel item I have is this Rouge Allure Velvet in 317 La Précieuse. However that's pronounced. It is this little tube, and it is a red lipstick. Can you imagine? I want to use up a red lipstick. I think I can do it. This is, again, something that I was being precious with. You know, do you see a theme? I can see a theme, but hopefully you can as well. And this is what that looks like. It is a little bit more of a cherry or cool toned shade. It's very beautiful. It's not hard to use, but I haven't been using it, and there is still quite a lot of product here. I don't even know how much it had originally, but there is quite a lot of product here. And while it's still good enough to use, yeah, it's still fine. While it's still good enough to use, I'd like to use it and enjoy it and get my money's worth out of it. I don't think there's anything wrong with me wanting to get my money's worth out of something. The last lipstick, and it is a luxury lipstick that I want to use up, is this Dolce & Gabbana one. This was in collaboration with Sophia Loren. If you don't know, I love Sophia Loren. And this was a collaboration that they had a very long time ago. This is what the case looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. And this is what the lipstick looks like and how much I have of it. I've literally used it a single time. That's not good, but I have at least used it. And this is what the shade looks like. It is a bit more of a mauvey purple. It's very pretty, and I think I'll be able to use it. I don't think I'll be able to use this one up completely now that I think about it. The shade is a very bold shade. It is very easy to use. It's very easy on the lips, I would say. It is definitely a little bit, it's definitely opaque, but very sheeny and comfortable on the lips, so very creamy. But I would still like to use it, maybe get to the halfway point. Why not? You know what? If I get to the point where, like, right under DG right here, I'd be happy with that. So I would be really happy with that, and at least I would get to use this and I would enjoy it because I love her. But the lipstick won't last that long because this was a collaboration that they had a while ago. I don't even remember how long ago, a while ago. The next four items are all lip glosses. The first one is actually more of an oil, and it is mostly used up. It is the Merit Lip Oil. No, it has a different name. It's the Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil in the shade Pink Beat. So the reason I want to incorporate this into this list, even though it is mostly used up, is because I was dumb enough to take out, I'm not even going to show you what that looks like, to take out the little thing here, the protector here. I don't even remember what it's called at this point. And now it is so hard to use because there's just way too much product on the wand. Actually, I will show you just so you see how difficult it is to use. Yeah, that's what it looks like. There isn't that much left, but there is still a significant amount of product in there. So I'd like to use it because I really love it. And at this point, the only reason I'm incorporating it is because I don't want to be weirded out by the fact that I made the mistake of removing that, whatever that thing is, I don't call the stopper. There you go, the stopper. I removed the stopper, and now because I removed the stopper, there's too much product on the wand because there's no stopper to stop it from taking out too much product from the packaging. So because of that, I'd like to incorporate this so that I can figure out ways to use it and get rid of it because I love it. I don't want to throw it out because there's a lot of product in there and I enjoy it, but I don't reach for it anymore because now there's a barrier to using it. The next lip gloss I would like to use up, and I would like to actually fully use this up, is this Fenty Beauty lip gloss or gloss bomb in, Diamond Milk. And I have quite a bit of it used up actually. This was, I think, on its side at some point, but it is around this point right here, so just above the N in Fenty. So I've used up quite a lot of it, but it's not my favorite, mainly because sometimes it's a little bit too shimmery and I'm not really into that quite as much. However, it feels great on the lips. I spend money on it and I will use it up because I did spend money on it. I don't want to throw things out just for the sake of throwing things out. I would like to try and see if I can make it work. If for some reason I realize I can't make it work, well, then we'll figure that out later. But for now, I'd like to use it up, and I don't think this is going to be a difficult one to use. Though now that I'm looking at it, I see that a lot of the shimmer or glitter, whatever is in there, has settled on the bottom, so I'm probably not going to get everything out of it, but that's fine. That's fine. The next two lip products I would like to use up are actually the final two lip glosses I would like to use up, and they're both these Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lip glosses that launched earlier this year. I think they launched in the spring, and I bought this in the spring. They're in the shades Daphne and Peony. Now, the reason I would like to use these up is not because I don't love them. Oh no, I do. But that is actually the reason I want to use them up, because I love them so much. And the tops of them, I don't know if you can see it, but the tops of them have started turning. Let me see if I can swatch these. But they've started turning a different color, like a little bit of a patchy color. And I don't know why that is, but I don't want to figure that out. So as much as I love them, I think I'd like to use them or concentrate on using them so that I get to enjoy them. So the shade Daphne is this one right up here, and the shade Peony is the one right down here. Both of these are lovely. I love the formula. I absolutely love the formula. But I'm a little bit worried that the reason the color is turning is because the product is turning. So I'm going to preemptively put them in this project to actually use them, put them front and center, and allow myself to enjoy the living daylights out of them, because not only are they gorgeous and I love them and they're beautiful colors, but they were not cheap. They were like over $24, I think, for the lip glosses. So each, of course. So I'd like to use them, enjoy them. I cannot wait to use them fully and fully enjoy them. The last three products I would like to use up are all lip liners, and one of them is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Cheat. I don't have a lot of it. It's just like this much of it, but I've been finding that because this isn't my favorite formula, it's a little bit too dry. Because this isn't my favorite formula, I'm not reaching for it, but also because it's so small, I'm forgetting about it. So I'm going to try and put it front and center so I can use it. And the last two lip liners I would like to use up are both Kylie Cosmetics lip liners, and I really enjoy both of these colors. They're in the shades Bear and Coco K. Let me show you what they look like. Bear is this one on the bottom, and I just touched the lip gloss. And Coco K is this one right here. Very pretty, both nude lip liners. I think these are not going to be that difficult to use up. They're still functioning really well. These lip liners can work both with the glosses that I just showed you, as well as most of the lipsticks I just showed you, now that I think about it. So I think these are not going to be hard to use up. It's just that they were constantly out of sight, out of mind. They were like in this little container of lip liners that I have. And Bear is new to my collection, but Coco K is not. I actually bought that when I bought the Coco K lip kit, which was so many years ago. It was when they launched. Thankfully, it still works. I'm going to enjoy it and then be done with it. And that's it. Those are the 31 products that I would like to incorporate into my daily use next year. I was thinking it was going to be only 23 products, for 2023. Kind of cute, but not gonna happen, because then I realized as I was going through these that a lot of these products I would like to concentrate on because they have particular reasons associated with them. Most of these items, thankfully, are not going to be very long lasting into the year. They're just going to be things that are easy for me to use up, but I would like to concentrate and make that happen, because what I realized is that I can look at these and want to use them up, but unless they're front and center in my face right now, as they are right now, I'm not going to be using any of those up, and they will actually go bad. So thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you in my next one, which might actually be another project, because I found one that I'm really excited to try. It's not a use up project, it's more of like hit numbers goal kind of project. But again, I would like to use more of my products while enjoying new products that come into my collection, because I'm not stopping purchasing. I'm really enjoying makeup. I really, really love experimenting with makeup, trying new things out. This is a hobby of mine, and as hobbies go, I think it's a great one. I will see you in my next video. Bye.